Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Micah from This Divided World. It's Monday evening on Martin Luther King Jr. Day as I make this. And this is honestly a little bit of a strange video for me to make. I've been thinking about it basically all day. The reason I didn't really say anything earlier or address this is because I literally just got home. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you don't follow the Facebook page at all, basically, Mark and I are no longer going to be working together on This Divided World, and so that's kind of like very abrupt news. We've just been talking about a lot of stuff, and the reason that is it's kind of news to you as well as news to me. So, in any case, I talked to Mark a little bit today. Basically, we basically I think maybe we're just kind of headed in a little bit of different directions. If you heard recently, Mark just got engaged, which is awesome for him. Not so great for This Divided World. I'm not exactly sure for the full story and stuff like that, but I think maybe he felt like we see things a little bit differently, which is fine. But when it comes to a band, you got to kind of have common ground and stuff like that. So in any case, it's not really any bad feelings between him and I. This obviously changes things. This Divided World is has been a two-person band, so that obviously drastically changes things. Now it's basically just me. So in any case, but Mark is definitely a man of God. I believe he's being led by God, and I don't think he's doing. I don't think him leaving has anything to do with trying to hurt me or hurt This Divided World. I think he's just doing what he feels like he's supposed to do in his life. And honestly, this is a decision that was probably very difficult for him to make. And so, I don't feel anything bad towards him. And honestly, it's basically been a year that we did this together, and he made a serious contribution to what This Divided World is. And our full-length album, When Darkness Reigns, amazing vocals on that album. I'm very proud of that album, and it definitely would not have been what it is, and what it was without Mark. So, he obviously seriously contributed to this band. And so, anyways, basically, I'm gonna put his info in the link of this description, so you can kind of keep in touch with him stuff. I'll give him, if he's okay with it, I'll give out his email and his personal Facebook, and you can add a message about him. If you have any questions, just want to add him as a friend and stuff like that. So so that's basically the first thing. Mark's leaving, so that kind of leads into all the next things. The first thing, and probably I want to address, is for all the people that have put in pre-orders for T-shirts. Yes, I'm absolutely still gonna do that. I'm not exactly sure on the time frame of that now. Excuse me. It might have to get pushed back a little bit. So, if you pre-ordered, that means I have your money. You have a very good reason to be interested in all this. So anyways, I will for sure get the shirts to you. I plan on continuing, gonna make a solid order of them and ship them out and sell them and all that kind of stuff. So even if I only made enough to ship what I currently have, I guarantee I would do that. But I want to do more. So since it might be a little bit longer, that might kind of change a little bit. What I want to do is, for everyone that's doing pre-orders, I want to send out a special batch of stickers to you guys. We don't have them right now, but basically I've been thinking about them, and I want to get them. It's going to be the same as the little logo on the breast pocket, where it says it's our logo, and it says Brutal American Deathcore around it. I'm going to make circular stickers, maybe about that big if it ends up being what I think they are. And so for anybody that's pre-ordering, I'll send some of those out to you for free. It might not be for a little while because, obviously money's a little bit of an issue right now and figuring out all the logistics of all this, but I definitely want to do that for anyone that's pre-ordered, because I really appreciate that, and it means a lot. It means a lot to me. I got a list here. Obviously the inevitable question is This Divided World going to continue? Because basically now it's just a solo band. And so it's definitely an interesting question. I haven't completely decided yet. My nature is to say, yeah, of course, I'm gonna continue. Do I know what it looks like? Not really. Um, I want this to be something that God's being glorified in, and stuff like that. So if at the end of the day this band, this project is just me kind of patting myself on the back and showing that I can do something, then I don't think it's worthy of existing, nor would it have been worthy of existing in the first place. But if there's a purpose to this, then I think it definitely deserves to continue for the work that's been put into it and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, a lot of people are asking, are you looking for a full-time vocalist? Can I try out? If you want, you can send me a cover video, recording of you doing it. That's not really my first thought, though. I'm not as interested in that right now. I got plenty of other stuff, plenty of other stuff on my plate. So, I'm not really sure what it's gonna look like in the future. Um, even if tomorrow I just woke up and said, you know what, this Divided World is done. Besides the T-shirts, because you guys already paid for those. But even if I decided that, um, it would still be like, it'd be unfortunate, and this whole thing is unfortunate. But it still would be okay, because like basically when I was first doing this, I really wanted to make a full-length album, and I've already accomplished that. And so and even beyond that, the original intention of this Divided World was always very simple, and it was just to make brutal music, and to do it in a way that glorifies Jesus. And I think that simple message has been carried out throughout the entire band career so far. And so I guess thinking about the purpose of this Divided World, is there still a purpose for that now? And maybe I'm just one of a bunch of different bands, but I think there is. I think there's different flavors, there's different ways of saying the same things. And so you know I can't really say for sure anything right now, but my plan is to continue this Divided World. I have some ideas on it. I've been basically writing songs, writing riffs, pre-pro demos, and stuff like that for the past, since before When Darkness Reigns was even written. So I got a year and some odds worth of material for the next single, EP, album, or whatever. So in any case, basically in conclusion, and to settle this all, I don't hate Mark. I hope none of you. I mean, Mark and I for sure had our disagreements, but I think that's part of what made this Divided World what it was while we were together. And we saw things differently, and I think it's a really important. I think this is an important time for me to talk about. If you guys are familiar with, there's an apologist named Ravi Zacharias, and he's famous. I don't know if he's the first person to say it. He's the first person that says it to me, that says unity and uniformity don't need to be together. So the kingdom can be not uniform. It can be unique and different, and we can have our different flavors and preferences and in teachings, assuming that it's within the context of the Bible and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be the exact same for there to be unity. And so, if anything, please, just tell Mark, I really appreciated, your time here, and you're an awesome vocalist and all that kind of stuff. But don't make this anything about hate. I personally am asking you, not to make this a time for that. It's especially not needed now. So, anyways, we'll kind of have to play this all by ear, but thank everyone so much for sticking with this. And if I really sat down and thought about it, how much stuff has happened with this Divided World, and changed my life and stuff, it's amazing. And how many people have I've come to be friends with, and people that have said stuff, and I've gotten the chance to talk to people about stuff, and and teach and talk to and connect with, and it's really been amazing so far. And so I'd really like to continue it. We'll see what happens, but thank you guys so much. And make sure to send Mark just a little note, thank you, and just let him know that you appreciated his time in this divided world. Thanks, guys.